Hold on.
Hang on. Whoa.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the Circus of Random Explosions, otherwise known as the Core Podcast. I am one of your hosts, D Wolf, and I am really glad to be here. Tonight, we actually are going to have everybody in attendance, which is amazing since everybody seems to have shit going on all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, as always, I got with me Jay Boo Cookie, the Lion Tamer.
Hello, y'all.
I also have Haley K, our high flying tightrope walker.
What's up, people?
I have got Reaper, the master magician.
What's up, dudes?
And Janae, who I'm not 100% sure is actually back yet.
I'm back.
Oh, she's back. Okay.
You don't even do what I was... Whatever.
Well, I didn't
hear
say
but she
anything.
muted.
Yeah, you were muted because it sounds like you're deep frying your headset.
She's still muted, hon.
She's not.
Muted.
There we go, Janae. There you go, hun.
What's going on, y'all?
Ta-da. Anyway,
I'm an idiot. She was muted on my side. Whoops. Shut up.
Alright, so we're
bullying a blind person.
We're already getting requests. Reaper, apparently you need to pull a rabbit out of your ass. I mean, your hat.
Jeez. Yes, this needs staff.
Cheese in a can.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read it ass. I don't know why. Maybe
I
just
wow. And then we got some deep fried headset.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just want to see Reaper's glorious booty framed on screen. I'll tell you what, Reaper, you send me a framed picture of that, and I'll send you a framed picture of something else.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, criminy.
Well, anyway, I'm doing all the talking, but this isn't even my fucking stream tonight. This topic tonight was actually chosen by Janae, the local fire breather. So let's see what Janae has got to say.
I think most have heard about the beauty guru drama that's going on with Gabriel Zamora, Laura Lee, and Nikita Dragon, and Jeffree Star. Bitch. This all started off with just a silly picture or recreation of Kylie's 21st birthday. More takes it further to stay about, like, he re-uploads the picture, and bitch is bitter because we're doing better. Most people know it's towards Jeffree Star, and then painting his picture that Nick and he's racist, and it blows up in their face and backfires, and turns out they were saying some shit, and then just shit's blowing up, and they're and apologies, and they start coming up with their video apologies, which Manny's are just something off with them. They're just, it seems like a PR thing. And then when Gabriel's comes out, spills all the tea for everything. Like, you guys need to watch his...
1 second. You're cutting out, Janae.
Hey, how am I cutting out?
Wait, is it happening with our end, or is it...
Can you guys hear any of us? Type a 1 in the chat.
1 in the chat if it's coming through clear.
Yeah, can you hear all except my voice?
Just say my whole spiel again.
Thank you.
Granny can hear us, so that's good.
It helps with talking when you're not on fucking mute.
You are muffled as fuck, D.
I know, I'm trying to do volume adjustments.
Alright. So basically you're saying that, you know, beauty guru community, they're a bunch of assholes.
Right.
There's more
and they're
to
all
what I was...
hypocritical. You can go ahead, hon.
When Gabriel drops his My Truth video, he's this kind of toxic person saying shit behind somebody's back, manipulating someone to think of somebody in a different way. And we've seen that recently in recent years with all these people coming into the YouTube community, where in the day it was really positive and there weren't that many bad people or toxic people, and then just over the years it spiraled into what the fuck. this is our community now.
Right. I mean,
Is bad, but
so the level of toxicity on YouTube now has reached a point that's absolutely insane. I mean, I've been on YouTube for about 7 years with various different channels. One before or two before this, I had to delete, and even when I started out, it wasn't this bad.
like I started my YouTube back in 2009.
Right.
Kind
I mean,
of a mix.
I never really had much of a channel or anything, but I always have been like watching and just seeing the progression of people being just toxic.
Right.
And the more money and fame and recognition people got, the less humble? Yeah, that word, humble. The less humble people seem to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's sad because you see creators who have like all these, friends around them in here to find out that they're just people using you just to get the quote unquote clout. And it's very sad and demoralizing to see that this is what's happening on YouTube now. It's like you really can't trust anybody nowadays. It's so sad.
Right, and you see it, and it's not just in one community or another. You see it in everyone: the beauty community, the drama community. Janae mentioned the skeptic
Gaming community.
Yeah, a gaming community. Hell, you see it like for example, not long ago when I don't know if you guys are like me. I watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye all the time. A lot of people have noticed how they don't do what.
I'm there with you. I've
Yeah.
watched both of them.
Well, a lot of people have noticed how, for
Same.
example, they don't do as many videos together as they used to do. And it's partially the community's fault because the community went insane shipping those two together, essentially. Which they thought it was funny at first until people started taking it too far. And they asked them to stop, and people were getting mad at them for not basically going with what they thought was real. And you're talking about two of the most generous people on YouTube who do live streams monthly and raise hundreds of thousands of dollars to help different charities, and people are going after them. So you can imagine how bad it gets for smaller YouTube channels, or especially the drama channel. Now, you expect it with a certain level with drama channels. They're going out, they're going to start shit, but the level of toxicity has gone insane to the point where somebody will say something and it completely gets spun around. They'll say something like, I don't like the color brown, and then all of a sudden you're a racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
does that remind me of Joy?
It's actually a good example. One of our friends, we saw it happen with them. Just an insane amount. They would say something just minuscule, and it would be spun completely out of proportion.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've never seen something like, usually somebody will get shit and, it'll disappear very shortly. But with our friend, it's gone.
Insane.
It's nonstop. It hasn't stopped.
She left
at all.
YouTube for a really considerable amount of time, and it was still going.
Hang on. Hey, guys,
Yeah.
I ended up turning my volume down because Haley said my mic was loud. Is this okay?
Yeah, you're
Sounds
good now.
good to me.
Okay, and Thorny Kalia, is this better? Well, I just did. I was speaking just now. I spoke in the word. I spoke in the word. Understand the words coming from my face to your ear holes.
Ear holes, I can't.
Well, Kalia, that is not a good place for an AC to be. For one, if you put an air conditioner in your ear, there's going to be a lot of humidity that gets inside there. They drip water.
Yeah.
What? Where did we get onto this subject?
I don't know.
Where did we go?
Blame Kalia.
Oh.
And, of course, our friend we were just talking about is now about to start their stream. Bitches.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course.
Actually, about one of the people who was doing some shit.
Yeah. It's actually a good thing, guys. we'll send people her way if we can. Joy
Oh,
is
yeah.
about to start. Like, everybody here knows who Joy is. She's about to start
Yeah.
streaming right now.
Yep.
Yup.
And a lot of people may not know, but her channel has been renamed from Spur Pink Globo back to Joy Sparkle BS. So if you just search that, it should come right up.
Yep.
Here,
Also-
hold on. I
also-
can link it.
Hey,
Since
Hella.
I'm gonna.
See, I had to say hi to Hella because last time I didn't say hi, she got mad at me.
Hello!
Hello.
My goddess got mad at me. I was punished thoroughly.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, we're getting way off topic now.
Don't we always though?
We went from beauty guru to punishment by goddess. This went
God, I
way
swear
off.
we're hanging around with Joy way too much. This is no.
But we love her. Okay, so beauty guru, flip out.
Right.
More about this.
So did you guys manage to get some timestamps on this one so we could throw some shit up?
Yep.
If you just send me the links, I can start putting them up. Also, thank you, Jay, for dropping the link in the chat there.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd have waited, you could have put the stream link in there. She just went live.
I know, she's trying to steal our shit.
You're stealing our thunder, Joy.
We all
You're
should go
stealing
over there.
our sparkle, bitch.
We should all go over there, just yell at her.
Yeah, Joy will be live soon. She'll be starting very soon.
Yeah, she'll be starting soon. So if depending on who gets, because she knows we're starting to, she's like, well, I'll send people your way if I get done first. And I'm like, yeah, we'll do the same thing for you, even though we,
Yeah.
Who are we?
We
Right?
don't got as many people, but we're doing big.
Who the fuck are we?
Thank you,
Right?
Thorny. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the first.
Where did you want the link? Oh, okay, you already
Right
got
here,
it.
yeah, right here is fine. So this is the first timestamp? Silence. Janae, this is the first timestamp.
No, sorry, I fucked up. I done fucked up. That's the wrong timestamp.
You done fucked up, AA Ron.
Yeah, my class, AA Ron, but that's not my name. AA Ron.
Why is that not on the soundboard yet? Just saying.
I don't know.
Do you know how many
love
things like
Reap has like a list of timestamps.
Reap got this shit down.
I see that, but it doesn't help me with the links because I have to put it into the OBS with the link, and I can't really jump in OBS with the fucking thing.
Here's.
Alrighty then.
Look at Hella freaking multitasking.
Well, that's good.
Hell yeah.
She's fucking good like that. So, all right. So this is the right one this time.
The same freaking video. It's just.
But I mean, this. Is
It's the right.
The timestamp. I mean. Okay, I'm gonna put it in this time. Slowly.
All right, bye, Russia.
Later, Russia.
Bye, Russia. Okay, guys. So this is the first timestamp. How long are we gonna play? This is the first one. It'll basically play from there on. So how long does it need to go before we stop and talk about it?
The tweets start at hang on. Yeah, the tweets start at 3:18, so we should probably go a little bit before then.
Okay. Well, I mean, if anything, you guys know these videos. Just tell me when to stop. Okay. If it's going to play.
Always technical difficulties.
Never a dull moment at the Core Podcast.
And the third apology that I do owe on camera is to Jeffrey. I'm sorry just for everything, not just for the tweets, not just for the photo, just for it all, just for allowing myself to create an image of someone based on what others were telling me, and it's not fair because I wouldn't want that for me. So I want to go on camera and say that I'm truly sorry to you, Jeffrey, because what I did wasn't intended to be bullying, but I know now that it came across like that. And I totally respect that, and I'm sorry for that.
Stop
I
it now.
want to talk about the tweet now, and
boop, got it. So you mentioned
Well,
that
you can go.
Sorry, you mentioned something about how the apology seemed a little off.
This is there are other, like Manny's apology and Laura Lee's, Gabriel's.
So
I actually haven't watched Manny's apology yet. I read Laura Lee's and watched her other, but
well, this one to me, just listening to him, I don't want to say he didn't seem too sincere to me personally. The way he kept just glancing away, unable to stay focused. To me,
right. It kind of seemed like a PR thing.
Right. To me, it spoke of somebody who is saying the words he thinks needs to be said.
Usually, you gotta do damage control. Right. That's of course, that's a given.
Like
usually
the way...
with. Sorry, go ahead, Reap.
Oh no, it just seems very scripted, as well as.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree, and that could be part of why his eyes keep moving. If y'all are seeing that, like Dee pointed out, he could be reading and keeping himself on track.
That's possible, but I mean, I don't want to say he was insincere. I could be wrong, but to me, it felt like it was insincere.
Right.
Well, he is looking at a notepad to make points of what to talk about and when. It's like kind of how we have notes. Like, well, you might what the fuck are we going to talk about?
You might have notes. The fuck are notes?
I don't got notes. I'm a wing it kind of gal.
Yeah, but if you're going to apologize for something, I don't think, like, yeah, you should have notes, but I don't think you should read off the notes. You should
Most of it should be from the heart.
Exactly.
If you actually feel it.
Yeah, now don't get me
wrong. I'm sorry for blank.
Right, and don't get me wrong, if he's trying to keep himself on point, I can understand that to a degree, but you got to make it seem sincere. If it seems like it's actually you're just reading from a script, that's what's going to come across. It's not a real apology.
The other thing too is how big is his audience base?
I have no idea.
I was hoping somebody would know.
Janae,
do you know?
I think it might be in the millions, but I really don't know. Hold on. He has 700,000.
Okay, so I mean he's up there.
Yeah.
So
he would know about public speaking.
Right. And so you see this as a good example, speaking about just the general toxicity on YouTube. You see this happen a lot where a YouTuber realizes how badly they fucked up, and their apology isn't real. They're doing it purely to save face, and that's it.
Right. And I feel like that's more, I don't know, because I feel like there are creators who are sincere, and then they fuck up and they're like, whoops, thanks for calling me on it. Yeah. But then there are creators who, I don't know if this has any correlation, just stop me if it doesn't make sense. But I feel like a lot of times when your audience or, your, I don't know if fame is the right word for it, when that starts to go to your head, you're like, fuck it, I'm on top, and you get more careless. And then you have to generate this PR, I'm sorry for blank, like this generated PR bullshit. Because you get more careless.
I can give a great example. Logan Paul. Right there.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great example. He done something very horrible. He was gone for about a month. And between those, he made those apology videos. And then the first was the apology tweets. But they came off so cocky. And
oh my
he
God,
still, had his like hashtag, Mavericks and Logan Paul merch and stuff, he was still promoting all that and using emojis. I'm like, well, that's not how you give a real apology. That's just like saying whatever, you're brushing off.
I did this stupid thing, but buy my merch.
Right, and
Right.
he got almost no fucking backlash for that. Like in
No.
the long run, don't get me wrong, people were pissed off at him. So I'm not saying that, but he's still there. He's still fucking Logan Paul.
Right.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Right, and I mean that also fits in with what I'm saying. People, when they get that money and get that attention, they get careless and do stupid ass shit, and then they have to have their PR people generate this apology.
Right, everybody gets a hold of that cash money, that good AdSense YouTube money, and everybody just goes straight up fucking.
Yep, that's pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes.
I'm just saying. And to me,
and it's sad because I've seen some humble YouTubers get to the point where they're no longer humble anymore. It's like it's gotten so far to their head. It's crazy how much like money can change a person, or fame can change a person, and it's sad.
It's true, and it feels like a lot of these apology videos come out, and it's like they're saying this, and they're just waiting for that next fuck up. It's like, oh, here, I'm sorry, and then it comes along, and there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching a video, I think yesterday or so, and it was about people who treat YouTube like a business. Like, there are some people who get into it. A lot of people get into it because they want to create or don't have many people to talk to, so they want to, fill that outlet. And then they start treating it like a business. Oh, I have to be at this event. Oh, I fucked up. I had to generate this apology. Like, there's no sincerity to it. It's just business to them.
Well, for some of them, it is. I mean, for some of them, this is their livelihood.
Right, and I understand that, but I mean, there has to come, I feel like a good thing to have, and it could be hard to have when you're on YouTube and you have made YouTube your full-time grind. There has to be a balance between genuinely loving what you put out and just generating things for a business.
Exactly.
Like, take the whole mundane Matt situation. He looks at it like a business, so he doesn't really give two fucks. He just thinks of it as a business.
He
and that's a whole different category on it.
No. He tries to look at it as a business, but mundane Matt, it puts too much of his feelings behind it, but not in the good way. So he goes, somebody says something that makes him upset, and then he goes off flagging everybody because, oh no, they hurt my fifis.
Everybody go watch Flag You Maybe by Joy. Go watch Flag You Maybe.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
Somebody,
God.
Jay, if you can, get that link, drop it in the chat. Guys, go watch this. Shit's funny. Alright, so,
I can get it if you need either.
Train fuck, shit, Christ, crashed, boom, dead. Fucking.
I got it. Sorry, some asshole was driving with their freaking. I don't know if you can still hear it, but I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
That's okay. Janae, you got the next time thingy?
Stamp.
Reap did it because the way I did it, it's coming across a different way.
Alright, he started to talk about the tweets, so let's just hit play and go with that.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, but that was before my timestamp.
Oh, okay. Where were you at then?
Minutes, and Reap started at 3:18, and
that was for the second video down. Is where my timestamps for.
So this timestamp doesn't give video?
No, it's for the hang on. Where is it?
It's all on video, I think. So yeah, 3:18 is when he starts talking about.
Yeah, it's for the.
So
he starts the tweets at 3:45. Is where the tweets start.
Okay, let me make sure. So 3:18 to 6:45. That's where we listened up to there, and then we could stop at that point.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, hang on a second. I know a quick and easy way to fix this.
Hang on, one for this one,
Uno momento, por favor.
I think.
Sorry about this, y'all. Trying to keep everything going.
I hope it's that one.
Jay, are you back yet?
Shit.
Yeah, sorry. I live around a very noisy neighborhood.
Jet.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand.
Okay, there we go.
Glad they haven't started up that saw next door again.
Oof, I hate it when they do that.
Wait, no, that's not the right one.
Are things being posted, or am I hearing other sounds?
Kalia, I do hope you feel better, hon. Kidney stones suck.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, somebody. Sorry, you guys did post something. Okay, so Janae, this is the next one here.
Huh?
Okay, I got that. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Get rid of this shit. I don't need this. Go away.
I can't click the link you put in the chat, Jay.
Browser.
What?
I can't click the link you put in the chat. Hang on.
Okay, here comes the next one, guys.
Oh shit.
I can click it. Kalia says Reaper is very quiet.
And I slept for the majority of the flight, and I wake up probably 2 hours before we land. And 15 minutes into it, my friends come up to me. And the conversation is led, and I'm going to be honest, the conversation is led by Manny. Laura chimes in every once in a while. Nikita didn't say anything. And I was just watching it all. I'm assessing everything. I'm like, okay, like what's going on? The conversation is had of, hey, just so you know, it's becoming a lot more. And I'm like, okay. And we've been talking to our managers and our PR team, and we've just been thinking of a PR way to handle this. And I'm like, okay. And they have recommended that you take full accountability for the photo, you apologize for the photo, and you apologize to us for us not being involved. And I'm like, okay. Okay, cool. I tweeted it. Let's not go online. It's my Alexa.
Calling with Alexa is not.
Stop. So sorry about that. So I don't like that it seemed that I was the only one who thought this. I don't like that it was like, oh, Gabriel, you're gonna take full accountability. Cool, I did tweet it, but let's not try to make it seem like other people didn't really think these things. So I'm like, okay, cool, but I will take full accountability. I will take that. If I will take full accountability. So it is then, you're gonna have to apologize first. This is all Manny. Laura's like chiming in, but one of the parts that kind of annoyed me was I wasn't given the respect of being looked at in the eyes while this is being had, while I'm being told what to do. So I'm like, I'm starting to see these things. I'm like, okay, read people's body language. I'm staring at him and I'm not, it's just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. You're gonna have to take full accountability. Your apology is gonna have to go out first. So I would start working on it. And based off of your apology, this person goes next, this person goes next, and I will be last. And we'll all gauge kind of like what the other one needs to fix. And I'm like, okay, if you're sorry, you're sorry. Just put it out there. I don't understand why it has to be like this, and this. No, like why are we setting up others' apology for success? If you're sorry, just apologize and be sorry. So I'm like, okay, cool. It sucks because I felt like it was like, okay, like cool. Like, I'll take full accountability, and I guess I'll be the person who hates him online. And I'm the only one who thinks this. That's fine. I know, and these are my friends, and you need to do right by them. So when I start heading home from the airport, I get nauseous in the back seat on my phone for too long. I'm already nervous. I'm anxious. It's a lot. I don't even.
Okay, I got you, Callie. Janae, fuck.
You guys are saying his apology is a PR, but everybody else was more of a PR than he was, but...
Right. Hearing it from the way he's explaining it, they were planning this out.
It's just, he's still coming off bitchy about it. Like, am I the only one who's seen that he's still coming off a bit bitchy about this?
No, I'm just thinking, like, not too loud, but, the little Alexa thing. So the whole video is cut and edited and all that jazz. So why keep that bit in is, it just strikes me as a bit weird.
I think he was trying to break the seriousness to add in a small amount of comedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got that.
Yeah. Janae, come in.
I just, for me, it's like, it comes off bitchy. It's just like he's angry and upset that things didn't go exactly how he wanted it to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he's upset because he's getting all the flack for it.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Yeah. Janae,
well, apparently we're all on a different page. Like, you guys are on the same page, and I'm just, like, here all on my island being like...
Well, no, that's why we're here. Well, no, that's why we're here.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
It's okay. We all can have different opinions and stuff. Like, how do you feel about this situation?
Like, Manny's apology and Laura's apology, and... Usually with sincere apologies, you talk about something... Like, the whole reason this was, like, blowing up in their faces because they were trying to bully Jeffree Star. And shit happens to them, and... The whole motive was to attack him, and then... Gabriel's been having somebody whisper in his ear about somebody being horrible about this Jeffree Star person. They're talking horrible shit about them, manipulating Gabriel into thinking he's an asshole, he's bitchy, he's like everything you guys are saying about Gabriel. It's
Oh, that makes so.
And-
Okay, no, it's fine. I can see where you're getting from that.
Yeah, all
I
opinions
really
are welcome
do.
on. I do think overall Gabriel is the most sincere out of everybody, but the more this is explained to be a move, the more he explains that the PR team was nudging them, the less sincere in my eyes this becomes. It doesn't seem like there's an apology because he fucked up. It's more, PR's telling me to do this. I mean, but yes, he does. I agree, seem the most sincere of the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he didn't have a PR person.
I'm not saying that, no.
Well, from the way I'm hearing it, it's not that he had a PR person, it's that the group of friends were kind of all playing PR. And I feel like, maybe he got stuck at the bottom of this situation.
Mm-hmm. Because he is explaining how he was made to take the fall for all of it. And I do not agree with him taking the fall for all of it. It may have been his tweet, but as he said, Manny was mainly the one talking about it all. So, yeah, I see where it is there. Right. Yeah, all opinions are welcome.
Yeah. So it's good to have
it's good to have good to have different sides. Like, I want to hear other people's sides of things just so I can think it over more so and adapt my way of thinking about it.
Or thinking about it from both sort of sides of something good.
Right, and I can definitely see what you're saying. Absolutely.
And what Kalia said, she's like, I don't even think Jeffrey's pissed at him nearly as much as the others. And I can agree to that because I've seen what Jeffrey tweets out and stuff like that. And from all the apology videos from all of them, you know, Gabriel, he does seem the most honest about it. But in the end of the day, it's like, is any of them innocent about this? No, they're all not. They've all had a part to deal with this. And I understand when you're with a group of friends, you know, you all gossip about people and stuff, but it's up to you whether or not if you
want to take
believe
full part
that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, friends vent to each other, but that wasn't what this was. This was bitches bitter, you know, online.
Well, and it goes, you know,
this wasn't friends venting to friends. This was a fuck you toward Jeffree Star.
And it goes with, you know, thinking about it, how Janae was explaining it as well. It comes to this, you know, the overall topic we want to talk about here is the amount of toxicity you see in these different communities. You know, Twitter, YouTube, fucking Instagram, wherever the fuck you people are. The amount of toxicity you see when you get a group of friends like this, and how it's essentially, you either go with all of them or you get turned on by all of them. And then maybe part of it is that Gabriel felt that he couldn't not do what they were suggesting.
He couldn't go against them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's shitty in itself because you're supposed to be quote unquote best friends, and friends shouldn't ever put another friend in that type of situation.
Yeah.
Right. And that you see this all over YouTube. You get these groups of people and everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden it turns, something bad happens, and you either go with what they said or you go against it. You become part of the group in mindset, or you continue to do what you think is right.
Right, and that has a whole other thing to do with social pressures. Like, it's not even just how will the public see me, it's do I go along with my friends or not. Like, it's another whole other thing psychologically with social pressures.
Right. We saw it. We've seen it up close and personal with people that we've known, where we've had people that we thought were really good friends, people who were close to us, and then they flipped on us on a dime, and if we didn't agree with what they said, fucking X'd us out.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yep. I've had people be like, you're just gonna try to get me to see things from their side. I'm like, no, I want to hear both sides, but if there's bullshit, I'm gonna call it out where I see it. From either end of the whatever.
Yeah. It's just like how, people assume, because we're friends with Joy and stuff, that we're just going to go along with anything she wants. There are things that I think I'm like, no, I'd just rather not touch with a 10-foot pole. Right. And, other people are like, oh, you're the Joy Targe. You're going to follow her and do whatever she says. It's like, no, we are our own person. If we, like, personally for me, if I find something that needs to be said, I will say it. Right. Other than that, yeah. I'm just like, I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Right, and I mean, we are all adults. I feel like some people are adults who act like children, but I feel like for the most part, with the people we're close to, we can disagree and still be friends, or we can disagree in part ways and still wish well for the other person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're all adults.
I've had moments with Joy when she said she was going to do something, and you know what I try to do I go to her privately and tell her, like, listen, I don't think this is a good idea. I explain the reasons why, and every time she's like, you know what? That's a good point. Thank you for telling me that. But these people don't want to treat like adults. Immediately something bad happens, and they turn into a bunch of screaming banshees with hot rods shoved up their ass.
Yeah, and they're like all pointing the
Yeah.
fingers. Oh no, it's this person's fault. No, it's that person's fault. No, it's
an angry mob
stupid.
mentality.
It's
Really is.
It's the
And
equivalent
that's
of
what
that
the
meme.
internet's come to nowadays.
It's the equivalent of that meme with the guy shooting somebody, and so why would you do this? It's the same thing. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which meme?
It's the meme with the one guy, like, he shoots somebody in a chair, and then he turns around and says, "Why would blank do this?"
Be gone, thought!
Oh, I'm trying to get footage.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what's the next link so I can put? Awkward silences are awkward, folks. Ignore the sound of beating. That's just me masturbating.
I've been muted, so I haven't. I've been saying words and been muted several times today. It's fine.
Sorry, we're all just.
Yeah, we're not going. Yeah, we are.
Lordy.
So what's the next part of this, Janae?
Hold on, I'm getting it right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Right now.
I need some Jeopardy music on here. I don't have any Jeopardy music. Everybody ever curious what the background noise to my mind sounds like?
I just saw it recently.
After like the whole Shane Dawson series that happens, it really like opened your mind to who Jeffree Star really is. And honestly, you know, for a while I'm just like, eh. But then after I saw the series and stuff, oh my god, go away, car. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I started watching him when Shane was like tweeting about like doing the series with Jeffree Star. I'm like, who dat?
Who that? Who that?
Well, see, I'm like, okay, you
I've
guys
heard
are
of
gonna
him,
think
but I
like,
haven't watched his content. Like
I used to be a huge Jeffree Star fan from like I remember when I found him on MySpace. Yes, I'm going there.
Oh, girl.
Oh my
You
god,
know
the
that
Jeffree
way
Star
back
MySpace
shit. You
days.
know that
My
way back
God.
shit.
I started
Girl.
looking into that shit. I'm looking at it too.
Quickly, throw up a
My
MySpace name.
fucking MySpace. You get the younger generation.
Guys,
What's
believe it or not, I
MySpace?
still have my MySpace.
Dude, you get that
You're
younger
lucky.
Too, but I don't use it anymore.
Neither
don't
do
either.
I. I just go back and look at it. I'm like, oh god, the cringe. The
I think I
cringe.
forgot the password to mine, and I'm frankly glad I did.
Dude, you get that
I
younger
forgot
generation that
about
fucking
mine too.
doesn't know what
It's
MySpace
like,
is.
yeah,
It's like,
let's look back at all of our teeny weeny phases.
oh
Woo.
god. Like I said,
Oh
you get
boy.
that younger generation that doesn't know what MySpace is, and you're like, what is that? It's a place for emos and bad bands.
Pretty much. You're not wrong.
Yeah, but you know, here's the thing I do miss about MySpace: how we were able to incorporate music, and we were
Yeah,
able to change
yeah.
the background, and you know,
That
we
I did.
had like top friends and stuff like that. I remember all that shit.
Yeah,
So do I.
that was fun.
Girl.
Dude, I had videos back then that I actually
I wish
made when
Facebook could
MySpace
let
was
us
still
do
a
like
thing.
playlists and shit.
I had videos up on that, and when it got like basically my MySpace disappeared, and I lost all these videos I ended up creating back then. It's like, oh shit.
Yes, and the playlist. Thank you, Thorny. Yeah, I remember creating like a shit ton of playlists and stuff like that. Like MySpace was so customizable to you, and that's what was different from every other website. And I remember when Facebook tried doing that for a little while,
Yeah.
where you can customize your Facebook stuff and like the background.
Wait a minute.
I
Why is
just
that gone? Like, why is that gone? Because I do miss that.
I don't know.
That-
I
But then
don't
again,
know.
let's all be honest. If we were on MySpace, we were kind of like whiny little shits on there too. I mean, because think about it. I don't know how many of you guys do this, but Facebook has this feature called the memory feature, and it shows you everything that you posted on that day ever since you joined Facebook. And I go back, like,
oh yeah, the time hop thing.
I go back and look at some of the shit, and I'm like, my God, I was a whiny fucker. And then thinking back what I did on MySpace, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's even worse.
Oh yeah, I look at myself like because I get the time hop notifications as well,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why did nobody slap this shit and take my Facebook away from me?
Right?
Don't get me wrong. Looking back on some of the stuff is kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, that video or whatever. But then you start going back. It's like, oh, 8 years back, 9, 10, 11, and you're like, what was
Yeah,
wrong
I
with
find
me?
like old selfies, and I'm like, how did I think that was
See,
cute? I'm
for
much older than I
me,
thought I am.
wait, see, for me, I had those cringy emo posts.
Oh, God.
Like I would write dark poetry
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Put in the lyrics to
Yeah.
dark music.
Yes.
That's what I did too. Just lyrics.
So often, or just writing.
And everyone's like, "What's this about? Are you okay?" I'm like, "If you don't know, I'm not telling you."
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you look at it and you're like, God,
Yeah,
I was
Mom,
such
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking at it like, God,
Just
I was
being
such an attention-grabbing little shit back then.
Oh well, Thorny, you're lucky. Well,
Thorny, I didn't have
I mean, there's always gonna be a sceney weenie and emo / goth, whatever you want to call it, part of me,
Same.
and I'm just always gonna be part of that. Like, I'll hear music like from the shit I used to listen to when I was a teenager, and like, oh, my little emo
You're
heart.
like, oh shit.
my little emo heart. My black little
MCR. I'm
emo
just like,
heart.
yes.
Oh my God, the G note. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Don't be having no gasms
Wow.
over there. Calm your shit down.
God damn it! Now I got MCR stuck in my head. Thank you, Haley.
You wanted honesty. That's all you had to say.
So, do we? By the way, do we have any dislikes on this video yet? I want to say thank you to all those lovely people.
Is D super like muffled for anybody else?
No, he's muffled for me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he's like
sorry.
what the
super
fuck
muffled.
is D saying?
Sorry, my mic was like 8 inches from my face.
How dare
That's
you,
better.
sir?
I'm like, wait, trying to like crane my ear to.
Sorry, my mic.
No,
I forgot that I moved my mic away when we were playing the last video.
Oh yeah.
How dare you, sir?
How
That's
dare
so
you? I will
I do
show you
dare,
the
damn it.
fucker. I will show you the pimp side of my hand. I swear to Christ.
That's if
I'm
you
a
can
fast
reach me.
runner. Good luck. Actually, I'm not a fast runner, but okay.
It's fucking. It's raining.
That's if you
white...
could reach me.
It's not that hard. You're like down to my nipples, so.
Sorry,
I am 4'11", thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a lot proper.
Exactly, you would be like right at my nipples.
Ew. No,
Just
Mama,
saying.
don't make me breastfeed. No.
My big old sucking
I
on
do
my.
not need that visual in my brain box. Thank you for that.
I was taking a drink, girl. Drink.
So
Get some. Do you need
I
some?
just like D's titty milk, and I'm like,
nobody wants none of that.
Do you need some D?
Water.
Do you need some D milk with your drinks? I got some D milk for you.
Oh God, it's like that old ass meme. You need some milk.
I'm lactating for you. Would you like some?
oh no.
Oh Lord. So next video? Question mark.
Segway.
Fucking segues, right? Premium. That's right, Thorny. Premium D milk. Do you want it from the top or you want it from the bottom?
God.
Oh Lord.
Get that protein shake in there.
Watch that be merch.
Do you want it from the top or you want it from the bottom? We can arrange this.
No.
Can I just opt out altogether?
Wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Am I?
Janae, I'm sorry. You posted the next link and we're sitting here fucking off.
Hey, we need some giggles, man. We need some giggles.
We do.
So I whip my hair back and forth. It's like I whip my boobs back and forth.
I whip my tits back and forth. I whip my tits back and forth.
All right, next video coming up.
We're naughty children. It's fine.
that is everything with that, with the photo and my apology. What happened next was where I got upset that I was being painted in a different type of way. So first, Manny's apology wasn't an apology because there wasn't an I'm sorry in there. His initial quote tweet of mine. I wake up that Tuesday and I get a notification that he had quote tweeted me. And I'm like, wait, what? Okay, let me go to it. Thank you for owning up to it and all these things. I'm like, excuse me? So I screenshot it because I'm like, wait, am I crazy? Thank you, Gabby, for speaking up. We took that photo with the intent of recreating Kylie's 21st birthday picture with her sisters. True. The reason I liked it was because it was a photo of the four of us being silly the night before. I didn't read the caption as I had been running around. He was in his hotel, just so you know, when he was liking and responded to it. Maybe he was running around his hotel room. That might be the case. But you can't tell me that you didn't read that tweet. It was a short sentence and it starts with a curse word and it's the photo of us four. You're just gonna like something and respond to it? No. That's not what we're gonna do. And then once I was notified about the caption from you all, I removed my like and asked Gabby to take it down as the photo was supposed to be a fun recreation and nothing more. I wasn't asked by him to take it down. When I said earlier, I asked Laura, how would you like me to better these things? That's why I took it down. Let that be clear. So that's why I'm like, why are you now creating this narrative? The same thing you do in every situation. If we're keeping it 100, let's keep it 100. You feel these things. Let's keep it 100. You feel these things. Somebody else does too, okay? Other people do too. So don't act like, oh no, like no. You feel that. So let's not paint it out to be like, I'm the one. Cool, no. Okay, cool. I'm getting emotional, right? So when I read that, I'm like, messy can never help themselves. When you're messy, you remain messy. So not only are you being messy in your quote tweet, let me go look at what you've been liking and what you've been responding to. So why am I seeing, of course you didn't read the caption. It was all fun and games until it backfired on the four of you. It absolutely was not at all. It was childish and I'm too grown for that, honestly. You're too grown? Too grown for what? You constantly talk about him. You constantly say all these things. You constantly use people. Let's look at track records. I don't have bad blood with anybody. Maybe there's one person that me and her have an understanding of. We don't with each other, but let's keep it respectful. That's it. She's not in this community. So why are you the one who constantly keeps burning bridges and using people, but you're too grown? No, you can't. You say worse. Let's keep it 100. You've said worse. So my tweet that kind of set it all off was, no, Manny, stay out of it, and think about who your friends are. He drug you down, did a half-assed apology, and no one is buying. Trust me, it's been an eye-opening 24 hours, is his response. I looked at other tweets he was liking. I wouldn't stay friends with someone that put me in a bad position and created all this drama. Why are you liking this? Yeah, I may have started this, but let's not act like you don't feel like this. If not worse, because I've heard you say worse. Because at 26 minutes, my camera shuts off. At 30 minutes, I'm just checking. So I'm like, interesting. Let me go look at if anybody else is being shady right now. I go look at Nikita. No. Because real friends don't throw other friends under the bus. Even by throwing that kind of underlying shade. There's multiple tweets that he liked. So I was like, cool. So then...
You know, I have to say I love how he censors his own curse words.
Right.
Like the more he talks, like the more adorable he kind of becomes. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, D.
Check Twitter, D.
What? I don't trust any of you fuckers.
As well,
Courtesy
you
of
shouldn't,
Reaper.
but check Twitter.
Oh god.
live reaction.
Son of a bitch, Reaper.
No, this is all Thorny's fault.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
my god.
I cannot.
No one knows exactly what it is. Well, Reaper, if you would get down on your knees, you might find out.
Oh god.
Oh Christ.
But no, you refuse to do that, so...
Oh Lord.
So, Kalia, because of the whole premium D milk, Reaper made a meme out of that, and now it's on Twitter.
Go
I
to Reek's
fucking
Twitter
love it.
podcast Twitter account. I think we quote tweeted it.
Yeah. Oh, this is the greatest thing ever.
Fucking hell.
Who did it? Why'd they do it? Can I?
But listen, Reaper, here's the thing. If we're going to do this, you got to make it a quickie, okay?
I absolutely can't.
I promise you, though, I promise, if you reach the end, fucking...
Oh my god.
Oh dear God.
Thank you, Thorny, for this gracious gift, and thank you, Reaper, for creating this gracious gift.
Yeah. D, we're thanking you for the milk right away.
Yup.
Milk. Yeah.
PMG milk.
It's all day, all day. I promise, going to reach the
I
end and
did
just
not.
fucking... So good. Oh, you didn't catch that the first time? Hang on a second.
What's going on?
Oh, damn, Granny, getting kinky up in here.
Oh, damn. I ain't afraid of some granny loving. I'm just saying. Alright, so let's actually talk about the video instead of my fucking white juices.
Milk.
Protein shake. Okay, I'm done.
Auntie, nobody said
Are you
kinky.
though?
You behave yourself, Auntie, or I'll come over and there and bend you over, I swear.
Oh.
Auntie knows.
Okay, let's get back on topic, people.
Auntie knows his place. I'm just saying.
No bending people over quite yet. We're not done with the video.
You sure do have a
It's
pretty
not
smile.
time for that yet.
Hold on, wait. Granny said I have to. You sure do have a pretty smile. Okay, all right. So about the fucking video. So seeing more and more of this is just seeing how badly he was being manipulated to be the scapegoat of everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it just how about the? Again, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know these people. I don't follow the beauty community. Obviously, if anyone who's ever actually seen my fucking picture. So I don't.
Seen
Actually,
some fabulous. Oh, there's some fabulous men who do makeup.
I'm not saying
Okay.
that. I know there is. I've seen them. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's not me.
I know, D.
God damn it, Granny.
Full though. You could be
Not.
beautiful.
No, I cannot. I can be Sasquatch or the Sasquatch with lipstick on, okay?
No, oh my god. Shut up.
But anyway, so what I'm saying, I don't follow, so I don't know anything personally about them. I'm not invested in what's going on, but from the way I'm seeing is he's being set up to be the entire scapegoat where, you know, this guy responds, thank you for owning up to that, when it seems like he was not the least player in the situation, but the one most willing to try and correct the situation.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's like setting the record straight though.
Oh yeah.
Because he really was a scapegoat of everything.
D is our queen.
Goddamn right I am.
Yes, queen.
Yes, I am not Rena. I'm sorry. I'm not though.
Oh my lord, shut up.
Stop it.
Fucking right I am though. Bow down to the queen.
Jay, check Twitter. My gift.
I will end you. I swear to God.
No, you won't.
I can see it.
These are trap card.
You've activated my trap card.
Oh,
for everybody.
Called butt fuckery.
Don't tempt me.
You really want to deal with this +1 here? I'm just saying.
Video.
Fucking hell, like.
Shelby, get back to the topic at hand and not Jay's milk no more. I don't need those results.
But everybody loves a glass of D's milk.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, my friends
That's right,
are something else, man.
That's right, Thorny. Traps aren't gay, but I'm not a trap. I'm what you might call a bear.
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't want to have to explain this. I feel like I'm talking to Joy.
Reaper, you know what a bear is,
What,
right?
trap porn? Are we talking about that?
Oh God.
Why?
Like, what is...
Hold on, calm down. Okay, Reaper, you don't know what a trap is?
You killed Jay.
I know what a trap is.
Okay.
I don't know what trap porn is.
It's
porn of the trap.
porn. It's porn of traps. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
1 and 2.
Of course, then again, what do you think?
Dead.
What do you think traps
Yeah, I know.
are? Hold
We
on.
heard you die.
Reaper, what do you think traps are?
Like, rabbit traps.
What?
Trap. Possum trap.
Oh my God, we are talking to Joy right now.
It's so
Reaper,
fucking
are
dumb.
you Joy? Are you Joy?
No.
Okay, Reaper.
No.
Reaper.
That sweet accent. That Kiwi accent.
That Kiwi.
No.
Bloody Kiwis. Okay, Reaper, you know what a femboy is?
Yeah, I might be one.
Okay. Traps are... It's the equivalent. It's guys who look like girls. That's what a trap is. It's a trap. Do you get it?
Oh.
It just clicked.
Oh my God.
Just clicked.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm dead. I can't.
Now I have to make sure. Reaper, you know what a bear is, right? And I'm not talking about the animal.
You mean
Wait.
like in a gay relationship?
Yes.
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 Okay, when someone mentioned that I was a trap, I said, no, I'm not a trap. I'm a bear.
But this be a trap.
Now.
It's wrong. Okay, we just went to new levels.
God.
I'm not a trap, I'm a bear.
I feel like I'm cradle robbing here or something,
Oh,
okay?
Lord.
What has this come to?
What's bear trap
No.
become a thing? What
No.
is this?
No, I don't even know what a bear is in that way. I'm like, wait, they're furry, but what the fuck's a bear?
Nope. Okay.
Okay, hold on, calm down.
I have
Janae.
a feeling that y'all are Joy clones at the moment because this feels like explaining this to Joy.
It really does.
Janae,
like
this
we're
one's
explaining
this
this
one's
to
really
Joy.
Ely. Janae, this one's really easy. Bears are just very large.
Teabagging was.
Oh,
Okay, I know what that is.
Those hug piles.
Janae, it's really easy. Bears in the gay community are just very large, usually hairy men.
Well, that makes sense.
That's
That makes sense.
the bears in the
Trap.
God.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is great.
Joy,
I'm fucking dying.
Shout out to shout out to Joy right now. You need to get your ass in here.
I told you all we've been hanging around Joy too long.
She needs.
Right?
Okay. Joy, get your ass in here, okay?
She's doing her own thing. She ain't coming in here.
Yeah, we're not important anymore.
New
Kalia,
segment called Trap Talk.
Guys, hold on. I have to answer Kalia's question. Kalia, they call those walruses. It's like a bear, large and hairy, except it smells slightly fishy.
Oh,
What? What?
I'm fucking done!
Oh.
I'm throwing the flag.
Well, you're the lion,
My
Tammy. You can just throw the hoop in.
I can't win, you guys. I literally cannot.
We love you.
It's a bear that smells fishy. Okay.
Kalia
like,
says
no,
she can't tell if I'm joking or not.
Oh god.
I'm just
Oh, I'll look up the definition.
God damn it, now I wish Joy was here.
That's right, Granny. Bears go for the fishy smells.
Haley.
What?
Let's go fish hunting.
I'd rather go trapping.
I added Joy Tart, didn't I, instead of actual Joy? I'm an idiot.
Okay. God damn.
I
Keep
need.
going around.
I'm stupid with technology, okay? I'm actually blind. That's actually the real reason this is happening. Because I said Joy, and then I clicked, and it came out Joy Tart. Whoops! I'm blind, forgive me.
We're off just dying here.
Oh god.
Reap, no.
Oh my god, no.
Reap.
Reap, what did Reaper
What?
do? What did Reaper
The
do?
walrus.
Okay, for all
It's
of
a
you guys
sexual
who can't
technique
see,
in which an wait, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. What? I thought I was gonna talk about these
Okay,
things.
hold on. Shut up. I'll read it. Shut up. I'll read it. Everybody, listen up. You're about to learn some knowledge here.
No.
The walrus. This is an aggressive sexual technique in which, after ejaculating into the girl's mouth, one karate chops her in the throat so that the ejaculatory fluids seep from the nose in a white stream, simulating the tusks of a walrus. The cough, gag-like sound that she will make also closely resembles the bark of a walrus.
I'm about to fucking gag. I'm about to gag.
Thank
I started
you.
reading that and I was like, no.
Kalia's like, I'm out.
Okay, we never.
Especially with these talk boys. Oh my god, it's so
Milk.
great.
I know. Just the milk thoughts that are happening. All of the mental pictures are killing me. You people are gonna be the reason I need therapy. Just saying.
Are you implying that you don't already need therapy?
Not really, but I'm gonna need some more after tonight.
Oh god, it's a funny thing. I live next to a biker bar.
A bar? God damn, I'm there. I need alcohol.
I'm sorry. Do you mean a diker bar? I'm sorry.
Oh shush.
How many
Jesus.
walruses have you seen lately?
I don't know. There's a lot of angry women over there.
So you can never really tell when it's ladies' night over there because the women are just as hairy.
Jesus! Jesus.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Hands-on therapy, eh? Says Auntie.
Maybe.
Auntie, are you implying that you would like some hands-on therapy?
Oh God, it reminds me of those videos that Joy showed us. Oh my God, of that guy.
Because if you need some
Oh,
hands-on
God.
therapy, apparently my milk is really good for the skin too.
Well,
No one wants to.
okay, hold on. Bear with me, hold on. Scientifically, it's been scientifically proven that semen for the face is actually pretty moisturizing, and it actually gives back in vitamins and stuff. So that might be true.
You heard it here, guy. You heard it here, girls. Straight from a woman's mouth. Get down on your knees more often.
Just don't get it in your eye.
I'm not putting that all over my face.
Well, here's the funny thing. You know, semen has calories, right?
Wait a second.
And
I'm curious about something. Is this why Asian women
God.
look young forever? Do they just suck more dick?
D broke
I'm done with you guys.
Oh, no, you're not. You love us.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Do they just suck more dick?
Why? You cannot.
Okay. So I just googled, does semen have protein? Semen is only 1% sperm, and basically it has over 200 separate proteins in it. Oh my God, I'm feeling a little nauseous now.
So am I. Just saying.
It has vitamin C, calcium, chlorine, citric acid, sugar in it, lactose acid, magnesium.
So when people say give me
Nitrogen.
some sugar, that's what they're talking about?
That's right.
Apparently. So apparently, sperm is pretty healthy for you to eat.
You want some you want some sugar? Just kiss the tip.
Nah.
Who did we lose? Reaper.
How the hell did we go from toxic YouTube to sperm is good for your face and your mouth?
I have no idea.
Man.
No clue. I mean,
Well, you gotta think of this. Like, that's why after, you have sexual intercourse with a woman and you ejaculate inside of her, it naturally, because vitamins and whatever, protein and stuff, actually throws like a happy thing. So it's like releases like a happy chemical in for a woman. So there you go.
It releases the happy chemical straight into your noggin thing, and you become smiley.
the happy chemical.
Happy pill, but it's liquid.
Happy chemical.
So, guys, girls, next time you go to the doctor, say, "Can I get my happy pills in liquid form?"
Oh God, no.
No. That doesn't know.
Then no girl will ever go to OB ever.
Oh shit.
See,
God.
That's right, Auntie. That's why angry people need to get laid.
Hey, so geek, not geek, but Tonka was right. Everyone needs to get laid.
Pretty much. So, back to the topic we were supposed to be on during this stream, and not my dick.
Yeah, that way far off.
Like a complete detour. Literally.
This wasn't a detour. This was a derailing straight into the fiery pits of hell, and then on its way back out, we happened to grab some
fiery
porn.
milk glass. That's where we went.
Everyone got some ice cream on the side.
Fucking the hot chocolate milk glass on the way back out. Just. Oh wait, that's not my milk. That would be Jay's husband's milk.
What? Jay, what was that?
Now entering D-Town.
Entering D-Town.
What?
Your pants better already be dropping.
I can't with y'all. I really can't. I'm dead.
So, about that toxic YouTube community.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Right.
Oh yeah, that.
But, with like I said, you see it with these guys here. He's becoming the scapegoat, and you see it all too often. any type of group YouTubing, there's always one who ends up being the scapegoat when something goes bad. But if it's an individual, they will try to make this scripted response onto why they did what they did. They'll spin it in the best way they can. The Logan Paul situation was a good example.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I love how serious we all got real quick.
Yep. I'm reading comments, so I'm looking like,
oh god.
Either I broke.
It's so
Reaper,
hot in here now from laughing so much. God damn you.
Reaper said that he had to be right back. So either I broke Reaper that bad, or Reaper had to pee.
You probably broke him, man. I mean, damn, you nearly killed me.
Okay.
Yeah, Kalia. Yeah. She says, or blame autism, cough, Momokan. Correction, Momokan.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's less about toxicity and more about idiotic fucking behavior, which it kind of ties in, I suppose. But the point behind this toxicity talk is that what happened to the community of creators that originally came to YouTube? I mean, you still got some of them out there who legitimately try to support each other into creating what they want to create, but for the most part, you don't see it anymore. You don't see the music artists out there promoting each other. You don't see the skit, or the people who make skits out there doing shit anymore.
No.
No. There used to be so much creativity, and now it's a business or story time, or makeup, which none of those in and of themselves are bad. Just, I wish there was more of a creative element and less of a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Then again, in a way I can see like where everyone's coming from, because with how the internet is now and how friends are supposed to be friends and they're really not, everyone's just using each other. I mean, I can see why some people are just like, you know what, fuck them, I'm just doing me, I'm a pro me, and fuck everyone else. Because honestly, who would want to deal with something like that,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I personally don't want to deal with all that toxic bullshit anymore. Sadly, I'm halfway entrenched into it, just because I can't, like, if I see something stupid, I can't not comment. It's a really bad habit I need to fix, but it makes for some really fun comments too. So
yeah,
as
you're very creative with your wording.
As opposed to everybody's favorite brain dead sharp biscuit or full throttle twat waffle.
Yes. Oh god, I don't even know how we come back from all what just happened.
I'm sitting over here going, did that happen?
Did that happen? I don't know. We're probably reaching the point now where we're going to have to wind up. We're about an hour and a half in, and I actually have to be up in the morning to take my daughter to school and go for a job interview.
Oh, well, congrats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hopefully getting out of this bullshit job and into something that gets me home more often. Let's see.
Yay.
Kalia says here, YouTube is turning more into you either go it alone and succeed, or you turn into I can't read, pilot fish feeding off the success or drama or downfall of others.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, that sounds about right. It really is.
Now, I don't know really what a pilot fish is, but
You get, and I'm not saying there's not people, like for me, for example, I don't do any of this to try and make a living out of it or a job out of it. Would it be cool if that ever happened? Fuck yes. But I don't have any, delusions that it ever will. I make videos. I do what I do for fun, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, for me too, it's basically just, I'm here with my friends, excuse me, and we're just all sitting here talking and just covering topics and having fun. If we ever do, getting successful, I mean, I'm going to be fucking grateful, but I'm just here just to talk with my friends. and just have a great fucking time.
Right.
Right, and see how often we can break each other.
Yeah,
that's
clearly.
Right, Janae? Fucking silent treatment from Janae.
Something I said, yeah.
But I didn't hear you, bitch.
Open your ears. Get some of that milk out of there.
Choke it down. Choke it down.
Oh, Lord. Please, no.
All right. So, Janae, this is actually yours. Is there more that you have to go with this? I definitely want to make sure we get everything out there.
Hold on, I need to. Hold on. Okay.
While we're waiting, I'll go pour myself a nice big glass of milk.
Oh, God. I can never look at milk ever the same now.
You want some milk?
Need.
No, I want some milk.
All right. Next. Copy that.
Milk.
Reaper, is that you?
Reap!
Did you have to go pee, Reaper?
Oh.
What the fuck? That is not the right link. What the fuck is that? No.
Auntie just saw the milk, the meme.
Oh, God.
Able to look at the chat. Fuck, man.
Core podcast
Oh yeah,
merch.
only if you add some heavy whipping cream into it, D.
Core podcast merch. I'm just saying, high quality.
That's what I said earlier. We need a milk glass that says, like a milk bottle that says premium D milk. Print that shit out on t-shirts.
Oh my God, that would be our merch.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm having some issues here. It's not.
Have Mike and Actor promote it.
You have
Do a crazy video of him just pouring milk all over him.
Mike, get on it.
We have Mike on one of these nights.
Wait, I can't. I'm not talking to Mike right now because he cut his hair off and I'm mad at him.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here comes the next
He
video.
looks good with long hair. He looks good with short hair. Mike is good anyway.
Oh.
I wanted to apologize to Jeffrey. That is an apology I wanted to give. And I literally once I realized these things, I'm like, you know what? You should be apologizing to him. Even if you've been kind of made out to feel like you shouldn't, or that isn't your friend, or this isn't a good person, you should apologize to this person because you did attack them online. You should apologize to them personally first. So I wrote out a text, an apology, it was a long one, and it went through. And I got a response back. My number wasn't blocked. So there was a conversation had, we spoke on the phone, and I apologized for everything, just allowing myself to create an image of someone in my head in a negative light based on what I was being fed, because it wasn't fair for me to do that to anyone, to hear all these things about someone and never have experienced them myself, but still think these things about that person. So I'm like, I'm sorry for that. I'm just sorry for a lot of things. A lot of clarity came from that conversation. A lot of things made a lot more sense once I heard the other side of the story. I thought my friends are gonna tell me the truth. That's not always the case. So when he explained situations that I thought, why is he being irrationally angry? It made sense why he was mad in this situation and this situation. It made a lot more sense that I'm like, Am I being lied to? Why? Okay, cool. So I then tell him, I'm like, I personally would love to apologize online publicly to you. I'm not gonna say I spoke to you. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I would just like to do that. Do you mind if I do that? And he's like, no, I totally respect it. Thank you for that. So when I created my apology, it took me 24 hours. I wanted to sleep on it. I still wanted to apologize to him publicly, but I wanted it all to kind of process in. What do you want to do next, Gabriel? When I woke up, I was like, you know what? There's a certain individual that I do need to cut out of my life because it's always just been toxic. A lot of the negativity around you and around your friends has been due to this one person. There's the same factor in all these negative situations around your life because I've had a lot of friends and there's always these negative things going on, and that seems to be the remaining factor, and that's Manny. So I'm like, you know what? You're not that cool with this person. If I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, that friendship was this weird narrative of after he's had all these falling outs, and so has she, Laura, we don't really have friends. Let's just all constantly hang out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my friends want to constantly hang out. Like, this is so cool. Like, they're some of the top people in the beauty industry. And it's fun to just hear inside perspective from somebody else. And these are also people who understand it. I'm growing and I'm new to this. So it's cool to just hear like inside tips and tricks. Like, Laura has helped me so much with my YouTube channel and my social media in general, just giving me advice, giving me tips, she's like, my home is yours. Whatever you want to do. Do you want to film? Like, what do you, like, anything. So that's, her and Nikita have been the only ones that have really helped me. I'm not saying Manny didn't, but he gave me a link to where I could get Final Cut Pro, like text and stuff. Cool. There's been always like hey, you should be posting more. And I'm like, okay. Like, I do want to post more. But I've always been, I'm not consistent when it comes to posting, but I'd rather post something that I love as opposed to me thinking I have to post. And I feel like that's where I was going crazy. Me personally. I'm not saying it was because of anybody else. Because I was like, I'm going crazy. I feel like I have to post like 2 to 3 times a week on YouTube and like every single day on Instagram and this and that. I have to post a particular time because this is what I'm hearing constantly. No, I don't. And that's where I was going crazy. That's the only thing he's really helped me with. So that narrative of we're all close kind of started to mess with me because I'm like, I don't know anything about him, really. And he doesn't know anything about me, but he's constantly hanging out with other people and having these close moments, but I don't get a hangout. I don't get a phone call. I don't get nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is a person you need to cut out of your life. You've been wanting to cut them out ever since he threw Laura under the bus when Laura and Jeffrey had that falling out. He threw her under the bus. Let's keep it 100. Why is it that 2 people who were in the wrong with him, only one gets out alive? Behind the scenes, if I'm keeping it 100, I was done with him. I was like, are you serious? I see my friend and she is hurt. She is distraught. I'm getting emotional. I wanted to cut him off. It hurt because I felt like in that situation, I was backing up a friend that I felt was hurt. And then that friend.
Hello?
Janae?
I didn't hear anybody. I'm like, what the fuck's
Well,
going on?
We're waiting for you, girl.
Yeah, he's got video.
Oh shit. Sorry.
No, bro.
The rest is kind of like it doesn't matter. So this can be the ending point if you want, or we could do the other part. But
No, that's all right.
tell me what you guys think, and then I'll.
Well, it definitely comes around to, I feel like he has for certain been manipulated, and I'll give him this. It really does feel like that he's trying to own up to what is going on, as well as to understand that he has been around people that have badly influenced him.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Anybody else?
Awkward silence.
Yeah, and I feel like what he's saying about people pressuring him to upload is more about the YouTube business, because you have to have videos out constantly and get that watch time. You know, it's more about the business element. And there are people who are like Shane Dawson's doing great, and he is not uploading every single day like he used to. He's uploading series and just more high quality content, and he's doing great.
And he's probably doing things that he wants to do
He's
instead of trying to force out videos constantly.
And he's also doing things that are out of his comfort zone and stuff, and that's what's pushing his drive and stuff. I think it all really started to get full effect when he did that. I don't know which one came first, if it was my ex-girlfriend or something like that, or my ex-friend is in jail or something like that. But that's where I saw how Shane Dawson changed. Yeah, and his dad too.
Yeah. And Thorny, that's right. From what it sounds like, they were picking on Gabriel because he was the lesser among them, the less known, the less popular.
Kind of the new kid.
Yeah, the new kid around.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it comes down to this simply, is that the amount of toxicity that has grown around YouTube and Twitter and these types of communities has gotten completely out of control. And you can see it just in this one example here, where it's a gang mentality. Either you're with them or you're not. And if you're not, then you're punished for it to such a degree that it can ruin fucking people's lives.
And this isn't like a whole SJW thing type of thing, like, oh, they're being mean, whatever. This is something kind of serious, because, you know, at the end of the day, we are not those people, and it does probably have, or already has affected some part of their aspect of life.
Right. And I'm not saying don't, if somebody does something legitimately bad, I'm not trying to say don't call them out on it, but people's immediate jump to toxicity and anger and hatred,
the reaction culture,
the sheer fact that they go from 0 to 100 without hitting anything in between, it makes this toxicity so much worse.
Exactly. It's like, people, please do your damn research. You know, have an open mind. Be open to hear all sides of the story, because there's never one side to a story.
That's right.
Never.
That's right. Well, I suppose to tie this all off, you know how we like to try to end it with something funny, so we're going to show all of you probably the angriest individual I've ever seen. He went so far into his anger that he became a cartoon. So I would like to now show you guys the angriest Uber driver that has ever existed.
Please enjoy this.
Have fun.
Because we enjoyed the hell out of it.
Hell yeah.
I've been exploring the wireless world of
Fucking
Sprint,
ads.
and I've learned Sprint is building America's mobile 5G network. I've also discovered the human world through Digits.
It felt like I was living in the future.
An exciting program now available free from CuriosityStream and Sprint. Digits and other top science and tech programs are now playing free in the Sprint theater on CuriosityStream. Discover these great shows and more at curiositystream.com/sprint. Sprint, a brighter future for all.
You are at the hospital. Administration is right here.
I'm going to the emergency room, sir.
Get in there.
Where?
Get out of my car now.
Where is my destination?
Get out of my car now.
I don't know where I am. I'm asking you, where is my destination? If you will kindly point at where I am supposed to go.
Pulled into your destination. It said here I was at your destination. It's over. Get out of my car now.
It said 1760.
Get out of my car now.
Sir, it said...
Get out of my car now!
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you won't fucking get out of my car!
But you're not to yell at me. You are not to yell at me.
9-1.
Do it. Do it. Do it. You are facing
Get out right fucking now!
You are facing
Get out of my car! I'm facing a fucking moron! Get out! Now!
You're facing the...
No!
You have no right to scream at me?
I will fucking talk to you any goddamn way I want.
Really?
Yes, I fucking will. And I have the right.
Where am I?
You're at a hospital. Where
Where
you need to be. Get out of my car. Uh-oh. Can you get her out of my car, please?
And that, folks, is the angriest Uber driver in the world. Like, I don't know what's wrong. I want to know the story that led up to this moment.
Right, what led him to fucking explode like that?
Like,
that
what?
is honestly the best.
Because
make sure you click cancel before it clicks another video.
It's funny, but I'm like, that poor woman.
I know, yeah, 'cause, like, what led... For all you know, before this, she was doing terrible shit to him. We don't know, but I want to know what happened. And the problem is, even the original video doesn't tell you, because it just starts recording basically at that moment.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened? Does he need a hug? What happened to him in that day? Who kicked his dog? Who kicked his puppy dog?
Who kicked my dog?
Does he need a hug?
Who came into my yard and kicked my dog?
Oh God.
I felt so bad.
I'm gonna link Joy's stream.
Yeah, everybody go, like, since we're ending, everybody go over there, tell Joy hi, give her some love.
Yeah.
So, boy, guys,
Thorny, we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
So, anyway, guys, thank you for fucking popping in and shooting the shit with us tonight. We hope you got some quality content out of this, even if it is just about milk. We're not sure. We just hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So,
and don't forget to come back tomorrow, guys.
That's right. Day 3 tomorrow of our 5-day extravaganza. What are we going to talk about? We don't know yet.
Nope.
But we'll figure it out.
Right,
anyway,
love
guys,
you guys.
we are out for today.